Hey everyone, welcome to Build and Bond. I'm Paul. Today we're going to look at Hogwarts Castle Flying Lessons, compare it to the older version that was released 4 years ago, take you through all of the minifigures, the playability, and the build. Let's go! So it really does look like the box art, but what I was not ready for is the scale of this. It's actually a really good sized model, much more than I was expecting when I opened the carton up in the first place. A great 360 so you can see everything inside it and all of the pieces that it entails. You've got some great minifigures, which we're going to talk about in a moment. But what I really love about this is the fact that it really is a modular kind of build. And I use that term loosely because you can fold it up like this. And if you're building the new expanded version of Hogwarts, it allows you different options for how you can attach this on. The rockwork at the base really helps you make that look like it's cohesive with the other new pieces. When you look inside, you've got two removable parts of the model for play. One of them is your classroom, where you would learn about Quidditch, and the other is for Quidditch supplies themselves. It uses the new sliding ramp system that we saw introduced at the Great Hall. Well, let's talk about the playability. So you've got your minifigures here, and you've got Harry chasing Draco, and you've got these levers behind that actually allow you to give this playability, this slight flying, which I really like a lot. Up top, which is really fun, is you also have a place for Neville to be holding on to his broom for dear life, which I think is really fun and it's really different. This is a great way to segue into the original version of this model from 2021. You've got some different minifigures, but some of the playability is very consistent. We're telling the same story here. You've got Draco taking off, and the other character actually in this is Neville, actually. You still have the flying professor, and you do have some different playability features here. It's a little more of a lever that is all the way down to all the way up. So to simulate taking off, which I really liked. When you look from a different angle from the top, for example, you can see the modular ability of this. So you've got two towers and the center section. It's a way to make the most of the smaller amount of bricks. Some of these characters are repeated. Makes sense, it's the same part of the story. So you have Madame Hooch, who looks very similar in both, except for in the older one, she's also carrying a golden snitch. You also then have Draco Malfoy, who looks very consistent, actually, between the both. The prints look really similar, at least to me. From front and back, you do have the new broom, though, in the new version. You also have Neville Longbottom, and he looks almost identical to me, but close-up reveals he's actually got his eyes closed in the newer version of the set, and I think that adds to the story quality as well. So looking at just the minifigures alone, obviously we get more on the new set, including a different version of the statue. I don't know why they're different in each one. It might be a story point that maybe wasn't accomplished in the first one. You do have some unique minifigures as well. So for the original version of this, you have the Golden Anniversary Professor Quirrell for the 20th anniversary of Lego Harry Potter. But on the right-hand side, you do get the Professor McGonagall, you get Harry Potter himself, and you get Oliver Wood. So paying more for more bricks, is it worth it as an upgrade? I have to say yes. We get more minifigures, which allow you to actually tell that part of the story much more accurately. You also have a larger, more robust looking build, which is really modular, fits into the new format, but allows for more playability as well, just on the outside, but also on the inside. I think overall, to me, it's definitely a win, something that you'd want to consider upgrading to yourself. I know that I would buy it again in a heartbeat. This set really soars.